Nobody really picked her to be a contender for a series win.
Taylor was that unfortunate girl who did not get the selection to the Olympic Games, and I know that hit her really hard.
I never thought I deserved the spot, but I thought I earned it. I lost the fun in sport.
I could have retained Taylor, but I let her go.
We know deep down, I think he regrets his decision.
What a course it is, what a day we have, and what a field we have. Look out for Taylor Spivey in the Rhinos. She needs a big one, and she's going to have to get over the top of some great Brits in Beth Potter and 2021 champion Georgia Taylor-Brown. It is time to get the first of 5 rounds of Super League underway, and we are off here in West India Quay. Taylor Spivey looks like she is on a mission.
Maybe I've underestimated Taylor a little bit there and what she was able to do in rounds 1 and 2.
As you can see, she's one of the best in the world.
Drafted into the Rhinos, got dropped by Tim Don's Eagles in favour of non-Stanford, which doesn't look like a great decision just at the moment. She is trying to find those feet of Cassandra Bogram, but I don't think she's going to be able to do it. Taylor Spivey with an incredibly well-earned second.
Yeah, it was a great race. I'm happy to finally be on the podium this year. I've had a lot of 4th places, and it feels good, but you know, I wish I could have taken the win.
Tokyo, the Olympics, is a really difficult situation for so many athletes from countries where we have a lot of athletes. Taylor was that unfortunate girl who did not get the selection to the Olympic Games, and I know that hit her really hard. It would hit anybody really hard being that close to going and not making it, especially when you know that you're easily good enough to be on that start line. It's simply a case of quota spots that means that you don't get there. And I'd really love to see Taylor come out fighting this year and show why she deserves a spot when they go into Paris.
I could have retained Taylor, but I let her go.
I guess you really regret it not taking her.
I don't regret it, no. Never regret, I never look back.
She's in for the win, for the overall win.
Yeah, but one race doesn't set you up for 5 races. So no, I definitely don't regret it.
We'll see.
Taylor was so good last week, so clinical at so many of the tactical elements of racing. She was fantastic through transition, and what she's done again today, putting herself right at the front of the race. She's really whittling down the competitors for the podium.
Spivey will feel like she's in the box seat for this, but Caldwell has had a fantastic race.
The way that Taylor has raced, again, very smart.
Spivey takes 3rd place on the podium. That is a mega run. Spivey, 2nd last week, 3rd this week. She will be 2nd overall in the championship.
Yeah, honestly, I've been struggling a bit this week, so just to come away with the podium, I was happy.
Last year, I lost the fun in sport. When you don't get selected for an important team or you don't perform, having an injury and, you know, all of these things piled up on top of each other, you lose sense of, I think, why you do it in the first place. I'm really trying to find that again, and I hope it translates into racing better, but also just enjoying it a bit more. Going into Malibu, I feel a bit more pressure than I did in London and Munich. It is my hometown race. My family and my friends are coming out to watch. I have a surf life-saving background that I failed to show off last year, and I hope we have some waves so I can show off my skills.
She's coming off the back of 2 podiums. She's in really good shape. To do what she did in Munich on a day that shouldn't have suited her, I think should give her a load of confidence going into Malibu.
1 man and 1 woman will leave the coast of the US as championship leaders, and to do that, they'll need to master the surf swim that saw so many come unstuck in 2021.
I just saw last year and I thought she was solid, but this year she stepped it up from the start.
They're off.
From the start, the swim was pretty rough. I think the majority of us caught a wave and were either body slammed into someone else or into the sand. We were all a bit disoriented. Got onto the bike with Jean pretty far ahead. I thought to myself, oh, this isn't my day. Growing up, my mom taught swimming in our backyard in Manhattan Beach, California. We would always have kids come by the house, and that was her life. She absolutely loved swimming. Because of her, I became a pretty good swimmer. If it wasn't for her influence, I don't think I would have become the athlete that I am today. I grew up doing beach sports. It's called junior lifeguards in Los Angeles, and I later became a Los Angeles County lifeguard as a result. Both of my parents actually met doing triathlon, but I didn't really know much about it until I started doing triathlon myself when I was in my early 20s. So I came into the sport on my own, but they had a lot of knowledge about it when I started. While she was pregnant with me, she did a race, so technically I've done an Ironman. I got a free ride though, and my dad was a very, very good age grouper, I'd say. So they were both strong athletes, very excited to see me do the sport they also love and perform well too.
Taylor Spivey running magnificently.
And she'll know that she can win this race. She has the form, but she's going to have to chase down Georgia Taylor Brown.
Where is Taylor Spivey? She was confident coming into this race, and she's fourth across the line now. So she's still in the mix.
Off she goes. The Rhino and the Cheetah into the water. Perfect timing too.
Good entry in, just about to go under the way. She'll duck under this.
On the last round, I went all in on the swim. I could feel a wave coming, so I looked back and did some backstroke. I could feel Miriam on my feet. She probably had no idea what I was doing backstroke in the middle of the race.
And then you see behind there a little bit of backstroke as she had to look behind her to see where the waves were, and Spivey gets on one.
Big
that
wave.
Is incredible.
That is a huge moment in this race.
And look at that gap all of a sudden.
That's the gap of
They
the
went
wave.
in together.
I could hear my family and friends pretty much twice every lap. I could tell that as the race kept going on that third leg, they were getting more and more excited. It was really cool to see them and to have them cheer for me and be there for me as I was running away with the win at that race.
She's been dominating, her swim's been exceptional, her run's been on point.
Can't wait to hear from Tim Don after this one, who traded in Taylor Spivey. He will be ruining that.
It's racing, baby.
I didn't believe that I was winning, to be honest. And it wasn't until after I crossed the finish line that it really sunk in.
She turns onto the black carpet, and right here at home in California, after a tough week and a tough month by her own admission, Taylor Spivey takes the win.
My whole family was there, my friends were there. They know more than anyone what I've been through the last year. I think it means as much to me as it does to them, so that was really special.
To win your first race is massive anyway, but to win it at home, an hour down the road from where she grew up, where all her friends and family can come and support her. And it is undescribable. And I think Taylor would be the happiest person in town to take home a victory in Malibu.
Going into this new Olympic cycle, a new Olympic selection period, I just need to trust myself and trust the process. If I can do all these little things correctly that maybe I haven't done in the past, I know I can perform.